You see me, now you don't.
Baby Nuggy, I see you.
Oh. Second you see me, now you don't.
Baby Nuggy, I still see you.
Go. Third you see me,
Baby Nuggy, I still see you. It's not Halloween anymore, bro. You cannot hide under a ghost.
fourth you see me.
Don't even try. But I guess kind of nice try. But really, the point is that Baby Nuggy's not that great at hide and go seek. So in today's video, we're gonna make a new team. Sorry, Baby Nuggy. Family, today we're playing Spot the Secret in KPop Demon Hunters. Smash like on today's video if you're Team Saja Boy, or subscribe to AnythingAlexia if you're Team Huntrix. Or if you can't decide which one you like better, smash like on today's video and subscribe to this channel. You get to do both. Oh, and don't forget to comment down below your favorite food, because I like chips and salsa. What about you? It's so delicious. Family, in today's video, I have crazy secrets to show you that you did not see in the movie. These were moments that if you weren't paying very close attention, you definitely missed. So without further ado, let me spill for you all of the secrets. Let's go! Secret number 1. Here we have the soda pop performance that was in the KPop Demon Hunter movie. And here we have Huntrix walking up to that performance too. Kind of looking at the Saja boys on the street for the first time, saying, "Who the chicken nugget are you?" Family, that is not the worst part of all, because look at this. If you notice, the Saja boys just slid in front of those fans and even gave them gifts. But look, family, look at this. What actually happened when those Saja boys were sliding was something super crazy. We have Abby Saja on the left, then Romance, then Baby Saja 2, G-New right beside him, and then Mystery Saja on the end. But while Mystery Saja, G-New, and Baby Saja were all holding up their gifts, if you look at Romance Saja, he is doing something very different. Look, family, look right here. If we zoom in a little closer, oh no, Romance Saja! What are you doing with your hand? Romance Saja is touching Abby Saja's butt. Now, family, I don't know about you, but it is not a secret that you should not be doing that. First of all, it is totally not cool to the other person, and definitely not allowed. But second of all, family, think of Romance Saja's hand after that. He's gonna have to wash them in soapy water all around, because I do not want to know what his hand smells like after it got all close to there. Ew, not fair. Boo you, Romance Saja. How about next time you just grab your own tushy instead? But family, look at this. We're already on to our second secret right here, because right after those Saja boys were sliding all over the place, I don't know if something happened to their legs, because the very next step, when they were dancing on top of this platform and they're wiggling all around, family, look what I found. Family, make sure you watch to the end of today's video, because I have a giant secret about Zoe and how she may be going oof. Oh no, family, watch to the end of today's video, because you have to find out too. Secret number 2. Let's zoom in closer to all of their legs, because in this next secret that you would have missed, all of the Saja boys' legs look like twigs. Look how weird and freakishly bent they look, and now they look super long too. Family, I don't know what happened to the Saja boys when they were dancing, but it looks like their legs are all goopy and mushy, like a tube of glue. Saja boys, are you okay? Because your legs look like a pipe cleaner or a Q-tip that my dad's already used, because he used it to shove it up his nose. How do you think he gets the boogies out? That are this close
to his eyeball.
Family, the dancing happens so fast that you barely even notice it, but if we slow it down even more, you start to realize that their leg starts getting weirdly shaped over and over again. And not just their left leg either this time, even the right leg too. Whoa, Saja boys! Their legs are super duper long. I think they have literally turned into bendy straws. Family, are these little glitches in the K-pop Demon Hunter movie, or are all of these secrets a part of an even bigger secret that the movie is trying to secretly tell us? Because maybe all of these secrets will go together, and then if we figure all of them out, then we will find out the biggest secret of all. And that's why it's really important that we just found secret number 3. All right, family, this next secret might come as a very giant shock to you. But okay, remember how the whole entire movie, Jinu is singing a lot. And you, family, probably thought that his voice sounds really good, right? Well, here comes the surprise. It turns out that Jinu actually might have an ugly voice, because it turns out that Jinu was not singing at all this whole time. Allegedly, Jinu has not been using his real voice ever since the day he was praying to Guima. And that's why this whole entire time, Jinu was actually using Guima's voice. Yes, the demons are getting even more devilish, just as we've seen. Because family, after that day that Jinu was praying to Guima to get rich and have a better life, Guima started to take Jinu over, not just in the form of demon patterns all over his body, but also in the form of his voice. So now whenever you hear all of the songs in the K-pop Demon Hunter movie, we don't know if it's actually Jinu's voice or if it's Guima singing for him. Now, family, this theory would make a lot of sense because in the K-pop Demon Hunter movie, when Jinu was singing the song Free with his lover RUMI, he thought he was singing it all alone, but it actually turns out that this whole time, Guima could hear him. And if Guima could hear him sing, then that must mean that it was because Guima was the actual one singing. No wonder he could hear Jinu. Jinu was literally renting his voice. Just like you rent a house on Airbnb, I guess you can also rent the person's voice to learn how to be singing. Interesting. Now, family, look at this. When all of the Saja boys were singing Your Idol, singing very loud, very proud, that is up until this very last moment when we look at Jinu's face. And family, look at that. He does not look very happy at the ending today. It's like Jinu was super confident until the very end of the song. And now, family, let's listen along to see what we can find. Whoa, it's like the whole time he was super confident singing Your Idol with Guima's voice. But then at the very end, it's like that voice got taken away and Jinu finally heard his real voice for the very first time. And that's why his facial expressions completely changed. Secret number 4. All right, family, look at this next secret that I'm about to show you. Here we have Mystery Saja, who is always covering his face. But family, if you look at this same Soda Pop song that they sang at the very beginning of the movie, everything seems super normal until you see this clip right here. And family, look! What do you see under Mystery Saja's hair? I don't know about about you, family, but in my game of hide and go seek, I spy a little Mystery Saja's eye. Usually all of his eyes are covered and most of his face, but right in this frame, we see Mystery Saja dancing and moving, and that causes his hair to also move, which makes us see a small portion of his eye. Now, family, I don't know about you, but I think maybe the movie is trying to tease us a little bit, and then in KPop Demon Hunters 2, we might even get to see a full face reveal too. It's like they're trying to get us excited to think about what he could actually look like, and then in the next movie, they're gonna surprise us, and then we're basically gonna meet a brand new human. 'Cause let's face it, we do not really know Mystery Saja well at all, because he's always hiding underneath that giant fluff ball. Oh, whoa. I guess I have a giant fluff ball too. Hey, Mystery Saja. I guess me and you have a lot more in common than I thought. Secret number 5. In this Saja Boy concert, there is another mystery waiting to be found. Here we have all of the demon Saja boys dancing on stage, but look at this, family. There is something behind them. And yes, you might think, oh, Alexia, that's just the Saja Boys logo. It's no big deal. Oh, really, family? Then what if I told you that this exact picture that the Saja Boys use as their logo for their band actually has a secret meaning that nobody understands? In Korean, the word Saja means lion, but the secret and very sneaky part of this Saja Boy name is that in older times, the word Saja actually did not mean lion, and it used to mean Grim Reaper. So not only does the Saja Boy name stand for a strong animal that probably could take over the world, but it also stands for a very, very evil character that wants to do harm. And quite frankly, family, in the KPop Demon Hunter movie, that's exactly what these Saja Boys were trying to do. Family, if the Saja Boys stand for something super strong and super evil, who's to say what they're gonna do in KPop Demon Hunters 2? Oh no, family, quick smash like on today's video to make sure all of us are safe for the next movie. Secret number 6. All right, family, let's start talking about these Saja Boys and the true meaning behind their names. Each one of the Saja Boys has a name that represents their personality. Just like Baby Saja's name stands for him being a baby. Romance Saja's name stands for him being super romantic and loving too. Abby Saja's name is Abby Saja because he has abs. And Mystery Saja's name is Mystery because he's super mysterious. But family, that was all of the Saja Boys, except we are in fact missing one, and that missing name is G-News. Now, excuse me, boo, what the chickanuggy does your name stand for, dude? Well, family, if we look back in history, the name G-New actually comes from Korean descent of Jin Woo, which means treasure, truth, and guardian. Now, if we think about that a little more, it does kind of make sense that G-New's name is that, because he definitely is the golden or treasure child of all of the K-pop Demon Hunters, since he is the main singer in the middle all the time. He is also the most truthful out of all of them when he tells the secrets to RUMI, kind of when you think he can actually be a good guy. And he also is the guardian of the group, keeping all of the other Saja Boys in line. He's the one that takes care of all the concerts and keeps everyone together. Who knows where they would be without G-New? This is kind of crazy and much, much deeper meaning than all of the other Saja Boys' name. But it does make sense because in K-pop Demon Hunters, the main story was definitely on G-New and RUMI, and not so much the other Saja Boys just yet. But maybe we will see a bunch more of the other Saja Boys story and Zoe and Mira's too in K-pop Demon Hunters number 2. Also, side note, family, G-New's name is not not actually Gnu. Gnu is actually the name that he got after he became a demon, and the name was given to him by Guima. As per his real name, we still do not know what it is, so hopefully we get to figure that out in the next movie. Secret number 7. The next secret lies behind the background of the Huntrix concerts when they go live. Look at this backdrop, family, when the Huntrix girls were singing. This might look like a regular picture of mountains and maybe trees, but it's actually a very famous Korean painting that represents the crown. This beautiful painting represents power, royalty, and destiny, which tells us a lot about what the Huntrix girls are all about and what their mission is on this earth. Huntrix is the most famous band in all of their country, which definitely makes them royalty. And since they're the most famous K-pop band in all of Korea, that also makes the K-pop Demon Hunters very powerful. As per the word destiny, it is the Huntrix main life goal to protect all of the civilization in their country from evil demons that are trying to take over. And that is why the 3 of them have been made the Hunters. Because it is their destiny to keep everybody safe. And family, this is not even the first time that we see that image in the movie, because look at this scene with Gnu. There is a purple background behind him, but if you look even closer to when he goes to the castle, you see the same image right there. Since this image is a very famous image that's been around for hundreds and hundreds of years, it's not a surprise that picture is there, but it definitely does tell us a lot that we need to know about this movie. There is meaning in every single corner hidden inside of this movie. Family, all we have to do to find them is look. Or watch AnythingAlexia all the time, because I will spill all the secrets. Secret number 8. Okay, family, look at this. This is what I was telling you that we were going to talk about at the end of today's video. You will see that Zoe is wearing something very interesting on her arm. And family, I don't know if I want to tell you what it is just yet, so I need you all to smash like on today's video right now, because it might be a little sad. Oh no, family, Zoe is one of my favorite characters from all of K-pop Demon Hunters, but she may have been hiding a giant secret from us. So make sure you stick around to watch to the very end of today's video, and I will tell you what's going on. Secret number 9. All right, family, this next secret is kind of crazy, so please stick with me. The next secret I'm about to tell you is that Mystery Saja is not actually a human, because he's an animal. Okay, I know this sounds super crazy, but please just listen to what I need to say, because family, we all remember that in the K-pop Demon Hunter movie, Mystery Saja was literally barking like a dog. And not only was he barking like a dog, but family, we never ever see his face. Now, some even say that his beautiful hair looks a lot like puppy dog fur from this fluffy dog right here. And some other people say that the whole reason why Mystery Saja does not show his face is because underneath all of that fluffy hair, he's hiding a dog face under there. Now, family, look at this. We have even more secrets to show right here, because if we look at the inside of his mouth from a scene where he was showing his teeth, it almost looks like a cat or a dog's mouth with super sharp teeth. Or dare I say fangs? Claws? Family, who knows at this point? All of the Saja boys are super duper sus, and we have to get to the bottom of what they are actually not telling us. Bonus secret! it. All right, family, since you made it to the end of today's video, I finally get to tell you the secret of Zoe going oof. Now, family, in KPop Demon Hunters 1, there was some secrets that Zoe may not have been telling you. Now, if you look at this poster of Huntrix and the Saja boys here, I need you to smash like on today's video if you love Huntrix, or subscribe to AnythingAlexia if you love the Saja boys. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, family, it's time for me to tell you the super big secret of today's video. Zoe may not have been as healthy as she was trying to show us in KPop Demon Hunters 1, because if you look at that thing on her arm, that is not a regular costume. Now, what I'm thinking is that that thing on her arm is actually a cover for an insulin pump, which actually looks like this. And if that's true, that would mean that Zoe has diabetes. Family, this is an actual diabetes insulin cover right here, and it looks very, very, very similar to the exact same thing that Zoe was wearing on her arm in the whole entire movie. When I first saw that, I thought it was just a holder for maybe one of her weapons or something to look cool. But then, family, when I started looking at the pictures, I thought this has to be it. That could explain why when Zoe was younger, she got bullied at her school. Because when you're younger at school, sometimes people make fun of you when you're different and not like them. And also, Zoe had a really rough childhood with her parents always fighting. And if we look at this scene right here, when Mira was fighting with RUMI, Zoe was super upset. It probably reminded Zoe of when her parents were fighting all the time, and now Mira is fighting with their BFF RUMI. It probably made her feel very bad. Now, family, if Zoe is actually as sick as we think, and she actually does have these things wrong with her, then I don't want to say it, but it could be a possibility that Zoe could go oof in the next movie. That would be so devastating, because Zoe is definitely one of my favorite characters of the entire movie. I love Mira, I love RUMI, but something about Zoe is just so cool. She's super strong, but also super nice at the same time. And it's even crazier that she's so nice when her whole entire life she has had to fight. She's had to fight her parents. She's had to fight her demons. And now, family, if this secret is actually true, she's had to fight her health too. Zoe, I really hope you're okay. I hope you are not sick and very healthy. But family, I need you all to smash like on today's video right now to make sure Zoe is safe. If you like today's video, subscribe to AnythingAlexia right now and click any video right here for the next AnythingAlexia episode, or click right here to go get Baby Nuggy and Saucy Nuggy plushies at shopalexia.com. Me and all the Nuggy Land characters love you so much, and we'll see you all in tomorrow's video.